Welcome back to Grandpa's Time. Hey grandkids, this isn't my usual place where I do my videos, but I was already set up with my lights and stuff down here for my boxing video series that I'm doing, so I just said to heck with it. I'm gonna narrate this video really quick. So I recently grew sprouts, and I tell you a little story about it really quick. I bought this sprout kit, and basically it's these two mason jars with lids that have a screen on them. I'll show you a picture of that here. And it comes with like a, I don't know, like a little holder and a tray to catch the water. And so basically you take your seeds, 2 tablespoons of what I used was called sandwich mix, and it was a mixture of alfalfa, clover with some radish, I think, mixed in. Anyway, the seeds were, so I bought these kits a couple of, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, and I just never used the things. They just sat on a shelf. I bought the seeds in 2019, and I never used them. You can make these, if you have mason jars, you can just poke a bunch of holes or whatever into the lid, but the screens work really well on these particular kits that I used. And anyway, long story, but I put 2 tablespoons of these seeds into each jar, and then I soaked them, and I watched a video on it, and they said to soak them for 5 hours, and the package, I think, said to soak them for 8 to 12 hours. So I soaked them for 7. I soaked them overnight, 7 hours. I woke up, went to bed at midnight, woke up at 7 in the morning, drained the seeds, turned them upside down, like you see. Every day that you're rinsing them, so what you're supposed to do after you soak them for that whatever the duration is supposed to be, then, which I thought was 7 hours, then you rinse them twice a day. So I rinse them in the morning, and then I rinse them again in the evening. And I did that, and after several days, you can start to see the seeds sprout. And then day 4, they were really looking good. They were starting to actually fill up the jars, and you could really see. And if day 4, day 5, I can't remember. It'll be on this video. I marked the dates, but you started seeing, well, it must have been day 4, because day 5, well, yeah, the end of day 4 maybe, and then day 5, I considered just harvesting them, which means I pull them out of the jar, but I waited an extra day. I did take some, and I made a sandwich, just because I had to. So I made a sandwich, and it was as good as a sandwich with sprouts can be. It's the sandwich is a tomato on a toasted bagel, tomato, cream cheese, sprouts, and I think that was it for that particular sandwich. The next day I made one with an egg, and it's good. You can put meat on it and whatever you can do to kill the taste of the sprouts. Sprouts aren't bad. They don't really taste like anything. They have kind of a funny consistency, but I don't really taste them. I just eat them because I like to think or pretend that I'm eating something that's good for me. Anyway, I like the idea of being able to grow something in a hurry that's green, that you don't have to put in the soil and wait for 2 months. I like the idea that these were 100% ready in 6 days. And the package says 4 to 6 days. 4 days would have been a little early. I could have done it at 5. They looked really good at 6. Once you get them out of the jar, you need to dry the sprouts out, which I did by laying out on paper towels. And then I covered them with paper towels, and I kind of patted them, and then I rolled them up, got them good and dry, put them in a plastic bag with a paper towel, and rolled them up real tight. They've been in the refrigerator now for 4 days, and they look just like I just put them in there. I'm not exactly sure how long they'll keep in the refrigerator. I've seen up to a week, and then I've seen 4 weeks. I don't know. I won't grow 2 jars at once ever again. That was just too much. But since I had the kit, the seed packet that I had held 4 tablespoons almost exactly of seeds, so I just used them. They were old, and I wanted to see maybe if one jar didn't sprout, the other one would, kind of a thing. And then I bought another pack of sprouts to replace the ones I used. And boy, they were almost $1 more. So sprouts aren't technically microgreens because you sprout seeds when you're doing sprouts, you're making them you're germinating them with water, and microgreens are grown in soil. That might not be the only difference, but that's the big difference, okay? They don't need direct sunlight. They can sit there in indirect sunlight, and yeah, it was pretty cool, kind of fun project, you know, a little science project for the grandkids to see. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.